Have you ever sat perfectly still in a quiet room, only to see your shadow move out of the corner of your eye? That's what started happening to me last Tuesday. I was working late, at my desk, the only light source being a dim lamp that cast a long, stretched-out version of me onto the wall. I'd been motionless for at least 10 minutes, completely engrossed in my screen. Then, a flicker, a twitch. I glanced at the wall. My shadow was there, just as it should be. I shook my head, blaming fatigue. But it happened again the next night. This time, I was ready. I stared directly at the wall, challenging it. I held my breath. Didn't move a muscle. For a long while, nothing. Then slowly, terrifyingly, the head of my shadow tilted to the side, a gesture I wasn't making. My heart hammered against my ribs. I jumped up, flicking on the main overhead light, and the room was flooded with brightness. The shadow disappeared, absorbed by the stronger light. I told myself it was a trick of the light, an optical illusion caused by the single lamp. The following day, I tried to replicate it. I set up the lamp, sat in the same chair, and waited. As dusk settled outside, the shadow deepened. I sat like a statue, my eyes glued to the silhouette. It remained still. I let out a breath I didn't realize I was holding, feeling a bit foolish. Maybe it was just my mind playing tricks on me. I relaxed, leaned back in my chair, and that's when it happened. The shadow didn't just twitch, it stood up. My shadow, my own dark duplicate on the wall, rose to its full height while I was still sitting down. I was paralyzed. A scream caught in my throat. It turned its head, a featureless dark oval, and seemed to look right at me. It took a step, detaching itself from the wall, the edges blurring as it moved into the three-dimensional space of my room. It wasn't just a shadow anymore. It was a shape, a void in the air that was darker than the surrounding dimness. I scrambled backward, my chair tipping over with a crash. The sound broke the spell, and I found my voice, a pathetic whimper at first, then a full-blown yell. I fumbled for the main light switch, my fingers slipping on the plastic. The figure drifted closer, silent and menacing. It had no face, no features, but I felt an intense, malevolent stare. Just as it reached for me with a long, shadowy arm, my hand finally found the switch. Click. The room was instantly ablaze with light, and it was gone. Just gone. The wall was blank. My lamp was still on my desk, and my chair was overturned on the floor. The only evidence that anything had happened was my own frantic heartbeat, and the cold sweat covering my body. I haven't used that lamp since. I sleep with all the lights on now, because I know it's still there, waiting for the dark, waiting for a shadow to inhabit. My shadow. Sometimes, in a brightly lit room, I still think I see a flicker of movement just at the edge of my vision. And I wonder, what happens when it learns to move in the light? Thanks for watching. If you've ever experienced anything like this, let me know in the comments. And don't forget to subscribe for more strange stories. Stay safe.